Hi everyone, welcome to my studio. Today we're going to do a reformer workout. I'd say intermediate / advanced. So I'm going to start with my foot bar up. I'm straddling the reformer. I have 3.5 springs on the second gear, so I'll be ready for my footwork. So we're going to start with a little bit of a warm-up, and I hope you enjoy it. So we're going to bring our hands onto our foot bar, about shoulder distance apart. Make sure that back is not hinging forward. That's what I always have to check on my body. We're going to do a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, just gently round your spine. Draw your abdominals back. As we inhale, let's lengthen. Stack up that vertebrae. 2 more like that. Exhaling to round. Inhaling to lengthen. 1 more time. Exhale. I start with my lowest portion of my spine, keeping my scapula on my back. I inhale, come right back up. We go into a hinging forward. Inhale, I want you to bend those elbows, reach, think of the top of your head lengthening, and then come right back up. Again, we inhale forward, exhale. 1 more, inhaling, and exhale. Let's combine those 2. Inhale forward, exhale round. Again. Inhaling forward, exhale. Again, inhale, and last time. All the way up. Take your left hand across, bring your right hand behind you, and a gentle rotational stretch. Not your stretchiest stretch, just a nice warm-up stretch. And we'll go to the opposite side. And we pull that side in, reach. And 1 more time. Take it around. And last one. And bring it back to center. Go ahead and lower your foot bar down. Bring your feet up onto your foot bar. Make sure you got room behind you. Reach those arms straight ahead and we roll it down. All the way. We're going to straighten those legs. We're going to go into your hundreds. So we're going to go to our hundreds from a pretty advanced position. So I really want you to make sure you have those abdominals stable because we're going to be lifting from that straight leg. I want you to lift the head and shoulders. Just float it up. Find that nice chest lift. Inner thighs are working. And I'm going to exhale, hinge at the hip joint, lifting my legs. I'm going to inhale, pull the abdominals in just a little deeper. Exhale to pump. In 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold that position. Take those arms all the way in line with those ears and circle them around. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. And 1 more. bring those arms back, take them behind the head, keep that chest lifted, bring that knee in, and we go and do our crisscross. 1 and 2. I like doing this so I can feel those shoulder rests. I don't want to touch them. I don't want to feel them. I have to stay lifted. And exhale. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go right back to the tabletop position. Take the hands behind the thighs. Lift the trunk up. Keep the legs right where they are. Bring everything else down. Wrap those hands around. And we do a nice spine twist. Exhale, center. And other way. Inhale. Again. So warming up the body for what we'll be doing. And inhale and exhale. Let's do one more, each direction. And last one. Lower your feet down to your foot bar. Straighten those legs out. Take those arms straight up to the ceiling. We do one roll up. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead, take the feet down. We're going to go right into our footwork. So bring your foot bars up. I like my headrest down. And we're going to do 8 of each direction. So I'm just going to take a quick look at my feet. Body's warmed up. Arms are down. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine, because my headrest is down. I breathe in. I exhale. I activate the back of the thighs. I resist on the in. 2. And 3. I take a little look. I want to make sure that my feet are still and in the right position. And 5. I resist on the return. Exhale out. And 2 more. 7. And last one. And in. I slide it down to the toes. I want to maintain this exact position throughout the movement. I inhale. Making sure those feet are in neutral. I'm not supinating or pronating. 2. Resist. I think of uphill to go out, downhill to return. So I got to resist it. I have to eccentrically activate these muscles. 3. Exhale. And feel that full range. And 6. And 7. And one more time. I take it to my V position. Small V. Adductors are still working as I exhale. And in. And 2. Really feel those legs all the way straight. 3. And resist on the in. 4. My ribs are dropped. 5. And 6. 2 more. 7. And last one. 8. Hinging at that hip joint. I go to my wide V position, heels, as I exhale. All the way out. And as if my feet are on the floor, I'm not going to pull them with me. They're in dorsiflexion, but they're not pulling towards me. And 4. And 5. Exhale. 6. Maintaining that neutral pelvis. 7. And last one. Same position, but you're just going to slide it down. The heels are lifted as I exhale. Out and in. And here, I want to keep that plantar flexion all the way out. So if I can't maintain that, I've got to lower it just a little bit. And exhale and inhale. Slow it down. You're controlling the springs. 4 and 5. Feel the legs working. 6. Last 2. And last one. We bring the legs back to that center point. Inhale. As I exhale, I want you to press it out. Now I want you to inhale and actively push those heels under. Not just drop them, but reach them. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach them under. And down. And press. Inhale, with control, lowering. Exhale, press it up. And 4. And 5, push, and 6, fullest range that I can go, and 7, and 8. We go into our prances. I'm going to bend that right knee, press that left heel under, get that nice calf stretch on that left side, both sides up. And switch, and we go straight through. And inhale, inhale. And inhale, and inhale, and exhale. Still, both directions equally important. Exhale, exhale. Inhale. 2 more sets. Inhale. 1 more. Lift both sides and bring them in. We're going to keep this heavy spring. We're going to do 1 set of single. And I'm going to hold this thigh. I'm going to pull the back of the thigh in towards me. As I exhale, I'm going to extend both legs. And in. 3, 4, and if I don't have that flexibility, I can straighten the legs. 5, or straighten the arms, not the legs. And 6. So wherever is correct for your hamstrings. 7, and last one. Hold. Slide the hand up just a little bit if you can. And bend and come in. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So I'm on my heel. I'm going to draw this side in. And again. Check that right foot. I feel like I'm externally rotating it just a little bit. And last 3. I think of pushing my hamstring into my palms. And 2 more. And 1 more. Hold that. I want you to slide the hands up a little bit and get a stretch. Slide it down, bend it in, and bring it in. Go ahead and come on up. And we're going to take some springs off. We're going to go into some abdominal work. So I'm going to keep it on one red, and I have it on the second gear. So I'd say anywhere between 1 and 1.5. We're going to do the double legs and straps with rotation, and then some other fun stuff. So I'm going to just make sure I'm in the right spot. I like to be able to have my fingertips just touch my shoulder rests when I'm in that chest lift position. Take one strap, place it. I love this exercise. When I want to just work some strength in those trunk flexors, this is kind of my go-to. So I'm going to bring them in. I want to make sure those straps are nice and even. I want to lift my body up. So I'm going to find that chest lift position that I can maintain. I take those hands behind my head, interlace those fingers. I inhale. And I think of the chest coming forward. And inhale. And last two, and the last one. Take your hands behind your thighs, pull the knees in. So I'm going just past 90 at the hip joint. I want to get a little bit more of that hip flexor, so I'm pulling them in a little bit more. We go into the rotation, hands return behind the head. We're going to rotate to our right side first, so legs will go out. Rotate. Think of lifting on that side you've gone to. Flexion. And stay lifted. I look right outside my thigh, not over there, directly there. 2 more sets. Stay lifted, don't let your back start to pop up. And 1 more set, each direction. And the last one. Come back to center, hands go behind. You're gonna lift your body up. We're gonna do a teaser prep. So we're gonna keep our legs in these straps. I might have to go down a strap or a spring, we'll see. So our knees are going to start bent. Arms are in line with the shins. I'm going to keep my legs there. I'm going to exhale, roll. Inhale, up. Again. Exhale, roll. Inhale. My hip flexors are working. That's why I didn't want them to work too much on the footwork. And up. And we have 3 more, but when we come up, we're going to extend those legs. I inhale. I go to that teaser prep. I then extend. I bend. And I roll. Whew. Again. I roll it up. I have my back working. Lift. Bend and roll. And 1 more. I roll. I find that. I reach. I bend. I roll. I'm going to bring my feet down. Take the straps. Bring them off. We're going to do a little bit of a stretch. I like to do this after the double legs and straps, especially to get a little bit of elongation in the hip flexors. So I'm going to slightly press my pelvis forward. I'm going to reach that right arm up, get a nice stretch through the right side, exhale over. Inhale up, Exhale over. Inhale up and it feels good to drop the head, let that head go. And up and over. And one more time, each direction. And last one. Oh, my hip flexors are thanking me. I come back up. Let's reach both arms. Open. And bring it down. Go ahead and put your foot bar back up. And I'm going to put 1.5 springs on. I'm going to keep my headrest down. I like it down. And we're going to go into some hip work and spinal articulation. So go ahead and place your feet in your straps. We're going to do a little variation, just a feel-good hip opener. So we're going to start in our frog. I'm going to make sure my hips are nice and even. I'm not tucking, I'm not tilting. As I exhale, I press. I do one opening. I close. I repeat the frog. Exhale, draw those adductors in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. I keep just a micro bend in the knees, just so I don't lock them. Inhale. And last two. Nice deep frog, but keeping the pelvis anchored. Exhale out. Inhale. And last one. Inhale. And slightly open the legs and plantar flex the feet. We're going to do little circles, so I'm going to start by pressing them down and around. 1 and 2 and 3. As the leg goes down, that pelvis is going to want to anteriorly tilt, so I'm really working hard to keep it neutral. Move from the hip joint. I always say to my clients, just imagine the ball moving around in that hip socket. This is our last one, and other way. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Stirring it around. And 5. Exhale. 6. Let's do 2 more. And last one, all the way around. And we start with 3 short spines, kind of my go-to for the beginning of my spinal articulation. So I go back into that frog, I press it out, I bring that carriage all the way in. Feel that pelvis just dropping, and then lift. I bring it in, I melt into myself. Flex back to that frog, and we're going to do just 2 more. My back is strong. I maintain that. I don't want to sink into this. I want to think lengthen. Can I make my spine a little bit longer? And then last one. Flex the feet, and then take the feet out. Carefully, bring your straps there. we go into our rollover. So the arms are going to be down. I'm just making sure I don't hit my foot bar. I inhale. I try to maintain this length in my trunk. Flex, open, lower, but don't sink. And then with control. Plantar, circle it around again. I flex, open, lower, but can I lengthen the spine? So 2 directions. The legs are lowering, the tailbone's reaching up. And 1 more. I flex, open, lower, and roll. I do a variation of balance control. So I'm not going to go into arabesque. I'm just going to kind of play with the legs. So I'm going to take my hands onto my pegs here, keeping my elbows wide. I'm going to exhale, up and over. Now I'm going to bring the legs up. From there, I'm going to take my right leg to the outside, find it, and bring it up. Other side, find it, and up. Find it, and up. And find it, and 1 more. And lift the last one. And roll it down. From here, pull those knees in, give them a hug, and come on up. We're going to go into a stretch. So I'm going to put 1 red spring, and we're going to do a nice kneeling stretch. So go ahead, come up onto your knees. And so I'm going to start with my left leg going on my foot bar. So I'm going to go right about there. And I'm just going to square myself off. There we go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do our kneeling lunge, but we're going to add a little bit to it. And we're going to take a little bit away from it. So I'm going to have your arms out to your T. And I'm going to have you press. And we're tucking. And I'm squaring my hips off as much as I can. I'm lifting that chest. I'm tucking the pelvis. 1 more breath cycle. From there, I'm going to press it out. Hold that position. I'm going to reach forward. I'm going to reach up. Again, I'm going to reach forward. And up. And 1 more. Forward. And up. And I come in. So I'm going to scoop this foot in just a little bit. I feel like I'm a little bit off. There we go. That's better. All right. We do that 1 more time. So we start with the psoas, hip flexor stretch. And a lot of balance. And from there, I push back. I think of my tailbone going back. I think of both sides of my trunk staying nice and even. And then I reach forward. I come up. And 2 more. Forward. And up. And 1 more. And up. I bend that knee back in. And this time I lift and I stretch. And I come up, open, and we'll switch sides. Oh, that felt good on my hip flexors. All right. So I take the other foot up. I find that position that's correct for me. I'm going to drop this right hip down, lift the chest, tuck on the left, reach the arms, hold that. So I'm trying to get a psoas stretch on my left side. And I push out, squaring those hips off. I reach forward. I come up. And 2 more. And up. And 1 more. And up. And in. Just to where that knee is above that ankle. And again, I get that stretch on that left side. Dropping that right hip, squaring off both hips as much as I can, and I push back. Hold. I hinge, trying to not round my back. I'm trying. And I come up. Exhale. And 1 more. And up. I bend. I lift. And I initiate not with my neck, but with my thoracic. Up. And I return. I come down. And I step up. So we're going to go right into a full body series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this red on here. My hands are a little slippery. I think I'm okay. I may have to grab a sticky. All right. I'm going to grab a sticky. Grab one with me, friends. Okay. I got lots of stickies. Let me know if you need one. We're going to go here. We're working hard. All right, so I've got my red on the 2nd gear. Long back stretch, and we're going to start with some dips. So I'm seated on my foot bar. Fingers are wrapped around, thumbs are in line. I'm going to take my feet up against my shoulder rests, and I'm a little bit short, so I can't go all the way to the heels, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try to get my back long, strong. I'm going to do 3 dips. I inhale. I exhale. 1 more. I go into my long back stretch. 3. And neutral. All the way up, and then I'm rounding deep. Uncurl. 1 more. I contract, I push out, I come in. I have 1 more set of the dips. Inhale. And 2. And 3. Long back stretch. Inhale. Exhale, push. Use everything in the body. And uncurl. Lift as I curl in. And 1 more. Pull. Deep, 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 deep. And uncurl. I take a seat. I go into tendon stretch. So I'm just wiping my palms. Whew. My feet are going to come off the edge. I'm going to do 3 tendon stretches. That's all we need. Just 3, gang. We can do it. So I lift my body. I come up. My elbows are straight. I'm in that pike position. I inhale. I'm not going to sit down. I'm going to walk my hands forward. Now I'm taking my stickies and I'm going to bring them here. Control balance. So walk your feet forward, hands go right on your shoulder rests. We step one foot onto our foot bar. We go into that runner's lunge. I step that foot back. I like to take a little look, make sure they're correct. And as we exhale, one more. Right leg. Bring it down. Left leg. Bring it down. Last three. Last one. Bring one foot. Bring it in. And take a seat. We go into our arm work. My hair's a mess. All right. So I'm going to bring this down. Doesn't have to come down. I'm just used to it that way. I'm going to keep the red on the second gear. We're going to go into wide chest expansion, or I kind of also think of this like a reverse tree hug. It's one of my favorites. So the arms are shoulder height and shoulder distance. Back is strong. As I exhale, whoo, that red felt heavy. That second gear gets us. And one more. We turn the palms up, biceps. Last one. Now for this, I want you to switch springs. If you have a red on, put a blue on. We're going to place the elbow or the crease right where the strap is. And this is a little bit different. So generally if we do the rhomboids here, I'm going to have you have your palms facing each other. So we're going to open our elbows. Right there. And then I want you to extend your thoracic. Bring it back and bring the arms forward. So think of it like a backwards chest lift. I want you to think of that whole shoulder girdle moving. You're moving your scapula back. So we open right here. It all goes together. I lift, I lift, I lift. I don't want just neck. I want upper back. I come back. And then arms. Again. So as a unit, I lift up and back. Upper back, upper back. I bring the chest to the ceiling. And then I drop back forward. And let's do two more. I open those arms, so I make space. I lift up as I go back. Up, up. I come forward. And one more. Open. Whew, my arms are getting a workout. I lift up and back. Not just back. My chest goes up. I come forward and bring the arms forward. I place the straps on the pegs. I turn the body around. Now for this next little portion of the arms, you can keep it where it is, or you can go to the red. I'm going to keep it on the blue because I'm going to have that for my next little exercise. But We're going to do a little bit of reverse chest expansion with a little bit of, I call it offerings. I'm sure that it has many names. So from here, forward, I open, I bring it forward, keeping that chest lifted, and down. And exhale. And forward. And down. Again. Palms stay up, shoulders slightly externally rotated, abdominals are in, and last two. And forward, and last one. Open, and forward, and down. Now take one strap. So let's keep the right hand in the strap. Take the left one down. We're going to do an exercise called shot put single arm. I learned this from Ray Lasakowitz in the Legacy program. It's one of my favorites. So you have to think like a shot putter or an athlete that does shot put. So we're going to bring this right hand right next to the shoulder. We're going to take this left arm up, and I think of slightly thoracically extending my spine. I'm going to follow the hand that has the strap. I inhale, prepare. I exhale. And I bring it back. And return. And last one, this should be 5. And bring it back. So when I come up, I want to think slightly flexing my spine. When I'm down, I think of slightly extending my spine. So the second side always feels foreign to me. So pelvis is anchored straight ahead. Hand is here with the strap. This is the shot put. This is what we're going to throw. Upper arm is reaching, and I'm looking past it, not to that hand, but past it. Upper back. And reverse it. And again. It's my inner shot putter coming out. And 3. And 2 more. And 1 more. And bring it back. Place that down. Put your red spring on first, and then take your blue one off. Scoot forward. Quadruped position. Round your spine. Taking it through neutral. Upper back lifts. Again. Rounding. And upper back. And 1 more. Rounding. And arching. And go back to neutral. Take your right hand straight up to the ceiling. And then thread it through and reach. Now, if you feel comfortable, take that opposite leg and reach it back. Hold that position. Inspired by my yoga classes that I take. And bring the leg down. Bring the arm up. And take it down. Other side. So we lift this arm. We thread it through. And now, if you feel comfortable with it, take that leg up. And I have to think of pressing that right hip down. a nice stretch in my back. And then bring it down. Reach it up. And take it down. All right, last exercise, gang. We're going to do down stretch. We're going to use this for a nice back opening. We're going to add single arm to it. So I have one red spring. If you need a little bit more for support, put a little bit more. We have 3 regular. So my feet go up against my shoulder rests. Bring my pelvis forward. I lift up. Let me fix my shirt. There, okay. Upper back. From there, I'm not going to change the shape. I'm going to exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. And this time, lift the right arm. And other side. And again. I'm lifting as I'm reaching. And last one. And last arm. And lift. Let's do one with both arms. Just to end it. And lift. And round. Take a moment. Relax your feet. Relax your body. Nice deep inhale. Gently roll it up. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.